dream changed?
Just a tiny bit.
Sorry, you didn't find me sooner.
Tell me, do you enjoy existing?
There's some people you can't say no to.
I did try to do it the easy way. You can close your eyes if you like.
Thomas, Jeff in Las Vegas. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
It's going great, man. I'm such a fan of yours. I just love Project X. I love Earl. So it's a thrill to meet you finally.
Oh, wow. I appreciate that. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, especially Project X. We were in the rave scene for many years, so we love that movie.
Oh, wow.
It was the best. So, but hey, Chariot, I've watched it twice. Your new film, it's fantastic. And,
Cool.
You play Harrison Hardy. He's having the same dream over 5,000 times. It's really affecting his life, isn't it?
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, I think where we meet Harrison, he's coming into the city. We don't really know where he's coming from, but he's coming to the city to meet with this doctor to figure out this dream that he's had. And he's just, at a very low point in his life. And, it's affecting his relationships. It's affecting his ability to hold down a job. It's affecting his sleep because he doesn't want to have the dream again. And so, it basically gives him a place to grow from, which is kind of what I was thinking by the end. He starts to take control over his life a little more. He has a little more agency, thanks to Rose's character, Maria. And and he's, you see him become a little bit more of a man by the end. And sort of
definitely a journey your character goes on. Yeah. I love he seeks professional help, a sleep doctor played by John Malkovich. What a crazy getup he has. I mean, I was telling Adam earlier, I was speaking to the director earlier, he looked like a clown because he had red hair, a white beard. He had a shirt that was fake in one of those fake shirts like that. And he had this kind of goofy smile that he would do when he would have his sessions.
Oh, yeah, that big toothy smile he does. I know.
Exactly.
And that's all Malkovich. That's like, that stuff wasn't really written in there. Those are all ideas that he brought to the table that, certain details that he was just like, okay, I'm going to have a red wig and a bow. And I'm not going to wear a real tie. It's just going to be printed on my shirt. And, but these are things that, it's a way to show his character, without being too obvious or too literal, but kind of get something's not right about this guy.
And I hear the Lafayette, I hear it's cheap, which is an advantage, right?
Yeah.
And people float in the lobby, it's a special place, but it looks like it's a special place for a lot of misfits.
Yeah, it's obviously cheaper for a reason.
Yes.
You never know what you're gonna get behind any door there. But that's what I loved about it, that it's this sort of like, it's like when you are in a dream hotel or something, like you open up this door and it's something, and you open up another door and it's another thing that you're afraid of. And it's this whole movie has this dreamlike quality. And it read like that too, where, you can't quite make sense of it all, but it makes you feel a certain way. And that's, what I think the great, like David Lynch movies do. The feeling sticks with you, even if the plot is not as literal,
Yeah, very Blue Velvet feel to it, and interesting about the script, because this movie is so visual. And I was wondering, did that translate when you were reading the script? Because the final version of it is just a mind trip.
Yeah. Well, I knew when I read it, I'm like, this is gonna be a trippy movie, and I don't know what it's gonna look. It's gonna depend on the execution, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and it's a lot of thanks to our DP, Senda Bonet. But it's it's a wild world, and it was exciting to see it come to fruition for sure.
I love that scene in the hotel where he finds that picture of that little girl that he can't sleep. It reminded me like Poltergeist, when the little kid was trying to sleep and he kept looking at the doll, the clown.
Oh, yeah. It is. It's pretty much that exact moment,
Yeah. So it's just like, sorry, because it kept building, and I asked him about that. Adam said they found it on eBay, the weirdest looking, creepiest painting. and it worked.
It's like, there's no whites in the eyes or something. It's just like black beady eyes. And
I've always wanted to have a love encounter in a laundry room. I thought that was such a cool scene with Rosa. And tell me about working with her, because even her apartment looks like a bordello. All these reds and all of it just looked like it just was a real cool setting for her character. She really matched it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what was so fun, is that as Harrison, there's nothing outwardly eccentric or obvious about him. He's a very insular character, but then he meets all of these like eccentric, weird people when he gets to Lafayette, and so Rosa is a great example of that, or Maria is a great example of that. And she's basically inspiring him to kind of figure out what's going on in his life, and so she's the catalyst for everything that happens afterwards. And so her presence has to be powerful enough to incite that change.
Yeah, especially the landlady. The first moment you're in the Lafayette.
Oh yeah, Cassandra Gao, by the way, shout out, she's incredible.
Oh yeah, she had all those curlers and the key ring. I mean, instantly you knew we were in a bizarre place. I mean, she was fantastic. So
yeah.
And finally today, tell me about working with Adam. Tell me about his style. I mean, it just had to be just such a great influence.
Yeah, I mean, well, like I said, he wrote such a fantastic, weird script that that was intriguing enough on its own. And then meeting him, he's just such a kind man, and I had a great time. Like, we became very good friends in the process of making this, and he is very collaborative. He wasn't too precious about his lines. If something didn't make sense or sounded awkward coming out of my mouth, then we could change it and figure out something that would work. And he was not, he was really good about that kind of thing, which was nice.
Well, I can really feel his energy and passion when you speak to him. So
yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, Thomas, congratulations. The movie is Chariot. I wish you the best of luck, and let's talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Take care.